Hello everyone, Juan here. I'm about to show you how to download Snort and install it on Windows. So first things first, you gotta create your login and you need to log in so you could download the rules. Alright, but first you go to get started and you go to Windows and you download your Snort installer. I just downloaded it, but I will install it right now. Then you're gonna go to rules and you're going to download the 2983 file. Next, you're gonna go to your downloads wherever your location of your downloads are, and here you click on Snort and you run. Click on agree, and you make sure these three modules are selected, and your destination folder will be Snort. All right, and it's been installed that quick. So after you download the software, you're gonna make sure we're gonna find your Snort folder and make sure it's here. So there it is. So we go back to downloads, and you're gonna need a 7-zip program to extract these files here. So if you don't have it, you need to download it. Okay, so the next step is to extract these files here, and those are the ones you just downloaded. So we go to rules and we select all of these rules, and we will extract them to the directory, to the rules directory in Snort. Snort, here it is, and okay, and it's gonna be there. So all the files have been loaded to rules, and then you're gonna get your preproc rules, and the same thing, you need to extract them, but this time to the preproc bin. Preproc bin. Okay, Windows C. We go to Snort and the preproc rules. It's gonna ask you if you're gonna replace the current file, so you click yes to all. Alright, so we're gonna start editing on our snort.conf file, and we're gonna go to the following lines to make some changes. So first we go to line 45 and we add the following IP address: 192.168.0/16, and then you go to this to line 48 and change your any to negate your IP address. Home underscore net. After that, you got to go to lines 104 and 105 and add the directory. So we go to line 104 and we need to add the path, where the rule path, and that's where we have it. See the snort rules, and we don't need this one here because we already wrote it. And we do the same for the preproc rules location. Snort. Now, moving on. After that, we got to go to line 113 and 114, and we need to add the rules path again, and also on line 114. Now we go to step 2. In step 2, the only thing we need to do is go to line 186, and we need to uncomment this line, and we also need to add the directory that we've been doing so long, but we're gonna change the rules to log. And we go to step 4 now. and we're gonna need to copy and paste step 4. We need to find the right directory for the dynamic preprocessor. So we go to bin, we go to the snort folder, and we copy the dynamic preprocessor path, and we paste it here. It's gotta say the snort. It's the snort dynamic preprocessor. Now we gotta get the dynamic engine, the correct file too. Snort dynamic engine, and we need this file here. That's what we're trying to get, and we will paste it. And we need to add that specific file that we just saw, and that's the SF engine. I didn't see it right. SF engine dot E L L. I think that's right. Yeah. SF underscore engine dot DLL. And we don't need line 253, so we're gonna comment it. Next we gotta go to step 5, and in step 5 we need to comment lines 264 to 269. So we comment the following lines because we don't need them here. Oops. And you keep doing that. And we also need to go to line 334. And we also comment this preprocessor, the back orifice detection. We go to line 417 now. And we enable lines the preprocessor, this preprocessor here. Enable port scan detection. Alright, we enable this, and then we go to lines 511. And we need to change these rules right here. And we're going to do some more editing in a bit. So you rename them to white.list. And this one too. To black.list. And up to white.list and black.list, we need to create those files. So you go to white, you create that, you open a new file, and you write the following lines. Write whitelist. So after we rewrite the white.list and black.list files, so after we rewrite white.list and black.list in these two lines, we open a new page here in Notepad++, and we need to add the following lines. So you write this. list file, and this is for listing the IP addresses list. And there's currently nothing here, so we save it. We need to save it in the rules. So we save it as white dot list, like we did on Notepad on snort.conf, and we need to do the same for the black list. Alright, now they're both in the rules folder. Alright, so after we do that, we need to we need to do some changes in step 7. And what we need to do is replace all the forward slashes . We replace the forward slash, and we replace it with a backslash. And we're gonna do that from line 546. From this line 546, and we keep going down. Replace all those. And we do that for step 8 also, line 659 to 661. And there we go. Next, in step 8, we need to remove the comments on these preprocessors. So just remove those tags. And now that they're enabled, we can you finish with steps 1 through 8. You need to run command prompt. And you need to do it as administrator, so you run as administrator. Once we do that, we need to test the configuration and make sure we got everything right and no mistakes. So we go to the snort directory, and it's bin, and then you can check the interface. There it is. Alright, so we test the configuration. We write snort and followed by a -I. And my interface is going to be 1 because that's what it worked with. And you write -C. And then the directory where snortconf is. C, and then snort folder /etc /snort.conf. Oh, it's small. Snort little s snort.conf. And negative T, negative capital T. So we got an error. Damn it. We previously ran this line right here, and we got an error, but that wasn't very easy to fix. The only thing we forgot was to save your snort.conf file, so you gotta remember to do a control S so your files can save, and that's it. Once we run it again, we need to get that confirmation that the installation was a success. So we wait. It takes a little bit of time. And there's the result of when you get a successful configuration. So if you followed steps 1 through 8 as I explained, then you should, and you saved your file of course, then you should get the successful validation. There's only one more step to go. So we go back to our bin file, and you go to rules, and you're gonna find the local rules. Local rules. Okay, here it is. And we're gonna edit it in Notepad++. So we're gonna write a couple of rules here, and I already have them. I'm just gonna copy and paste them so you can see them. So in local rules, you're gonna write the following alerts, and we're gonna use them we're gonna use these alerts to come out and to be displayed in the console. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So we save this and save the files, and we do the following command. We're gonna change that T we had to an A, and we write console, and that's so we can see the alerts and make sure that Snort is verifying the alerts that we just wrote over here. And we want to get the alerts for ICMP, UDP, and TCP. So you can go ahead and pause the video and just write these down, and then go to your command prompt and write the following line, and then press start. And it's going to take a little bit of time here as well. Okay, and this is what we're waiting for the packet tracing. And there it goes. It's starting to generate some alerts. And we have some UDP, IP version 6 ICMP. And that's it. We are ready to keep you followed steps 1 through 7, or 1 through 8, sorry, on how to configure Snort. Then we're ready to start using packet sniffer mode. So first you wanna go to the Snort configuration, the Snort file. And once we're there, you wanna go to the bin directory. And now you can specify the Snort interface where and I'm gonna use interface 1. So now we can run the packet sniffer mode, and we write snort -v and the interface I1, and it should print some packets on the console. So I'm gonna let it do some sniffing, and I'm gonna exit now. Press Control C, and you can see that it has captured some packets. And what this is doing, it's running in verbose mode, so it's going to print some of the packets that have captured. And I'm gonna check the usage. And these were the modes that we could run packet sniffer on. And so I put V in verbose, and what that did was printed all the packets out to the console. So now I'm going to run the packet sniffer mode again, but I'm gonna choose packets that dump in the application layer, and I'm gonna use this command also to display the second layer header info. So we run snort DVE, and it's gonna show some packets running on this computer. So one of the other options of running snort is packet logger, and this option allows you to record the packet sniffs in a binary file, and logs the file in the log folder. So the way you do that command is snort, and we're gonna use the same methods we used right now, which was DEV, and that would allow you to dump the application layer packet headers, and it would allow you to display the second layer info, and would print all those commands in the console as well with V verbose. And we're gonna use the L for log command, and we specify the location, and that's going to be snort, and the log folder, and we specify our interface, and that is I1. So this is running the packet login form as we specified right now, and we leave it running for a couple of seconds, and that way it can capture some packets. Alright, so I'm just going to go here and exit, and it should capture some of the websites here that I have on the browser. And I'm just going to exit now. And this will show you the packets that were captured as well, and it's going to show you, and we go to the log folder, we go to snort, and then you're going to go to your log folder, and it shows you the packet that was captured, the packets that were captured, and these will be stored in this file right here, and you can open these with a binary, with a file that opens binary files, and that can convert them to the ASCII format. This won't work with me because I don't have the IP version 6 configured, so it would be very difficult, or I need to go and get some files to, or I don't know, some software to. Alright, and then you can exit, and as you can see, we cut some of the packets, and okay, exit snort, and we can see that these are some of the packets that, some of the details of the packet, of the captured packets, and we can see Ethernet packets, ICMP, UDP, TCP, 42 packets captured from TCP and 24 from UDP, and we got some ARP and ICMP and some other ones. So if we scroll up, we can see some of the packet details. Like this right here is the time the packet was captured, and this will be the from the MAC address, the from MAC address to destination MAC address, and this is a source IP to destination IP, and this is a UDP packet. Okay, and another way to use snort is in the intrusion detection mode. Intrusion. Okay, so another way to use snort is in IDS mode, or intrusion detection mode. And for that, we can use the following command. So we're gonna write snort and your interface at 1, and I'm going to write the previous format. So if you give me the packet headers and in verbose mode, and then you want to go to intrusion detection mode, and that is the -C, and that's to configure and open the following file where snort.conf is, and that is, you write the directory here, and you write snort, and that's the folder location. It's an etc and snort.conf, and then you write the -A and console, and it's going to initialize, and that's intrusion mode, and that's why it's taking a while, because it's opening the configuration file. And now we just wait for the packets to start flowing. Alright, and now it says commenting packet processing, and there we go. And we could see that it's working because we can ping, I don't know, a website like Facebook, and it will start capturing the packets on this side as well. So here it is. Okay, we get the date, the time, and we can generate that ICMP alert, and okay, we get the MAC address and port numbers as well, and we can keep going and see, we can generate some alerts. I don't know, we can go to somewhere like eHow, or yeah, eBay. See, we can see how many ads in use. in Snort is IDS mode, and that's intrusion detection. And we can run that command uh, with the following. We write snort and then your interface I1 and the configuration file for intrusion detection, and that's the -c, and we specify the configuration file snort.conf. I write -a and the console, and I also want these not to show too much information. I want the previous modes that we used, and it's gonna take some time to process because it's running the configuration file and intrusion detection system. Sorry, mode. It's gonna take some time to catch those packets, but it's initializing. Alright, so it's starting packet processing, and this pretty much is going to start sniffing for packets, but it will generate alerts when something is suspicious, or it'll give you some kind of warning. And here's just doing the testing, but we can start some packet capturing. For example, we can ping something not secure, like generate library Genesis, and that's to download books. And now that it's processed, we can just wait over here and it'll come out. If not right now, once you exit, and we can generate some more traffic by going to the website. Okay, here it is. Alright, so I'm in library Genesis and still not going through. But it will pretty much start capturing these packets as I travel on this browser. Alright, there it is. And I exit it. We're just going to exit here. And again, it will give you the report of the packets that is processed. And it'll give you the fragments, the IP, the fragments, the ICMP, UDP, and it also tells you the alerts. Okay. It didn't generate any alerts here. Guessing that's good, but yeah, that's pretty much it. How you run intrusion detection